camera.
Indeed. So, hello, welcome back to this next episode of Forks and Fishbowls. Last we left off, the group, upon reviving Keggy and discovering that things aren't exactly as they seem, travelled back to Ravenhold to complete a few errands that they so happen to have, purchasing the fort in which that they saved earlier on from a incredibly long chain of uh, bureaucrats. Uh, uh, you, Loki, you kind of had a bit of a interesting situation with the new companion, as both of you have some kind of affiliation with this dagger, and well, let's say it may not have gone off to the way everyone would have thought. But we resume now on your ship currently in Ravenhold.
Morning or night?
Uh, it is currently morning, as yeah, we'll resume in morning, and you'll find out what happened in a bit.
I forgot what happened at the end of this session until just now.
Buffoonery. Utter buffoonery.
Yeah, you don't even know.
Oh, I do. I went
You
back and
do.
watched. I went back and watched for some notes. some utter nonsense.
Oh dear.
Both on your end and mine.
I don't really know how to approach this one. Maybe we should start with Anton.
Okay, so
why
Anton?
are we going to start with me? No, I don't care. I need to find someone as far as like a contractor to rebuild the fort, as well as security to guard the fort.
Okay, so you walk around the city looking for someone to help rebuild the fort. Roll an investigation check, please. Okay, it takes you the better part of maybe 2 hours to find some kind of craftsman, but you do find a carpenter who could be able to help rebuild the fort. A Lawrence Taylor, pretty big looking dude. He's like, I can spare a few days on the weekend to help if that's alright.
Yeah, that's fine. Mostly looking for any kind of like a time estimate as well. Once you would get there to maybe see what I'm looking at here, as well as any materials you need would be covered by myself.
Well, if you can cover the cost of materials, that's a good help, but I'm still looking to get paid, if you know what I mean.
Of course.
Alright then.
As well as any additional hands you may need.
Well, I know a few friends in the trade, I can bring them along. What about transport costs? I mean,
I'll cover those.
okay. Well, you've got yourself a deal.
In the event that myself or my compatriots are not at the fort actively, there will be two gnomes there, Phoebus and Selden. They are our direct point of contact, so any bills you have, please leave them with them.
Right, okay. Contact the gnomes, got it. Anything else I should remember?
Nothing at this moment. I still have more errands to run.
Yeah, I won't leave you. Thank you. I'll see you in the future. Cool.
Indeed, thank you.
Okay. Anyone else have any more errands to run?
Well, Loki was doing his thing, but as we might leave that for a minute. Keggy was having quite a weird, moody evening, and he probably wouldn't come out for a while. Still, he left Raina outside though.
Okay. So, Keggy, you kind of brewed in your room, keeping Raina outside. Okay. Not much actually happens. You hear people pass upstairs and outside your room. No one kind of intrudes your space.
And then Loki's doing the plan that he did that didn't seem to work out as well as he thought he would, and then had to improvise a little bit in order not to be deaded.
Okay. You do... Basically, what I'll have you do is... Hang on, I just need to run for 2 seconds. But what happens is... you do manage to get away from what I've spoke to Lewis about, so it's not too bad. And I'll be back in 2 seconds.
No worries.
Oh, that gives me time to get my computer pulled up.
Okay.
That gives me time to worry of what the fuck you're doing.
Oh, I didn't manage to do the thing that I was trying to do. I do something and it didn't work out because rogues.
It was kind of funny to watch happen.
Rogues.
Because rogues.
It was pretty funny to watch happen.
Fucking reliable talent.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
Hey, Gracie. Hey, honey. I know.
I have stuff written on here, but I can't even remember what it is. Where did I get that from? Or did someone else put that in there? Was that me? Did I put that in there? I'm just looking through my character sheet sometimes, and I'm just like, I really need to put down more information when I put stuff in.
Yeah, I go through my character sheet every once in a while. I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I need to get rid of one of my robots. I used up one of them.
Oh, and I need to. So when I gave Keggy back his stuff, I kept everything except the book, or I gave him back everything but the book.
The book with all the names in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. So that's the brown leather book. He does not have
Yeah.
it. Oh, cool.
Okay. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
So, as Loki, you slip away from the confrontation with Bjorn.
Mm-hmm.
You find yourself wherever you wish to be on this morning. It's up to you. Anything else you'd like to kind of get up to or into?
A little bit, but I don't know if it's a good idea or not. Still in the form that I was in before, I would like to go to this room. Hold on.
Which room?
And attempt. Is he in there during the night?
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, sure.
Would I be able to steal that?
To... Hang on, sorry. What are you trying to... Okay, right. Right. Roll for me an investigation check.
Okay.
super low key.
Oh, dear.
So you've seen it before, but you're rummaging around this room. And and when did you say you go in here, during the night or the day?
Yeah, during the night because
You okay?
yeah, after my interaction with Bjorn doesn't work out, I go off in a bit of a sulk and
Started
help him.
mooching for other stuff.
Yeah, just get into mischief.
Okay. And you was the spider form, was it?
I think I turned into a beetle. I think I said.
Okay, sorry.
I can't remember if it was a beetle. It might have been a spider. You might be right. Let me have a look back.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Either way. Okay. I'm just gonna say, as you look around, it's kind of hard to get. It's kind of hard to find the items you're looking for.
Mhm. Okay.
You can spend longer to look for it, if you wish.
Yeah, I'll keep looking for the time being.
Okay. Roll one more investigation check. Okay. So you spend another, let's say, half an hour during the previous evening after the previous evening after what happened with Bjorn. As this goes on, you've kind of noticed what could be the items. Currently sticking out of some kind of clothing or something. But it's pretty much in no way for you to get at in your form.
Oops. Oh, I keep on pressing the wrong button. I still haven't got used to this new character sheet. What do I have? I must have something here. Oh, that would be fun. Ah, no, that wasn't work. Darn it.
Okay.
Okay. I will deform.
Right.
And then, but because I should still have the other spell that I'd cast.
Yeah.
Which should give me a little bit of advantage on not being noticed.
Okay. So roll a stealth with advantage then, please. Just
It would
for the
be.
sake of.
It would be +10.
Okay. You're gonna. It's gonna be hard. Lyra, I need you to roll a perception with disadvantage.
2 seconds. Chopping up apples. Okay. Perception with disadvantage? Even, would my passive perception apply to this? Because it's pretty high.
I mean...
No, I don't need it.
This would be an active thing, so...
Okay, well, I still don't need it to. It's a 24.
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Damn.
You hear a sound, a footstep, and as you're lying there sleeping next to Anton, you kind of just stir slightly, but it's not enough to wake you at this time.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll a perception as well, or?
I gave the first one to Lyra because she's got ridiculous perception.
Alright.
I guess I'm not like totally awake.
No.
I'm just kind of like.
You just heard a sound and it was like, you know.
Okay. Okay. chalk it up to the ship and just kind of roll over.
Okay. Loki, back to you.
I'm going to try and get them.
Okay. So you reach over, there's like a brown pouch with some silver on the top, which you can touch and open.
Yeah.
As you do, you can see the kind of round butt of the item as you put your hand in to take. You hear the clicking sound as it fits into your hand, which alerts both of the people in the bed. So can you both now roll a perception check? Still with disadvantage, though.
Is he in our room or?
Yeah, he's in your room.
Yeah, he's in our room.
Okay, hang on.
It's enough though. So you're still kind of in that, when you're just about waking up and you're like, so, but you do kind of get the impression there is someone in the room with you. So.
And I can see in the dark. So.
Yes.
Do I have it in my possession?
Yeah, it's in your hand currently.
Then I will wild shape back again.
I will. Can I counterspell that just real fast?
No, I'm afraid not. It's not.
What did he take?
I believe he took the pistol.
Okay. Then okay. I just want to make sure. I saw something. I'm going to assume I'm going. Correct me if I'm wrong. I saw Loki and then I didn't see Loki.
Pretty much, yeah.
Do I see anything moving in the dark of any shape or form?
As you look around, make a general perception check. You take a good scan of the area, and you do see scattering off an insect, but even though with your dark vision, it is kind of hard to see, just with the general.
I want to, mage hand, slap it down, just kind of like I'm cupping a bug.
Okay, make a dexterity check, please.
Damn it.
As you do, as I say, it's quite dark in here, and the hand is just kind of just out the way. The insect just scurries out the way, dodging the hand.
Fine. I'm gonna get out of bed and follow the bug.
Okay. You follow the bug. It kind of just crawls, but you easily are able to keep up with it.
I'm just gonna. Where's the bug going?
Lyra, what are you doing?
Don't worry about it.
Come back to bed. Shit.
In a minute.
Loki's pretty well versed at being a bug. He'll pretend to be a pretty good bug.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow the bug.
He'll make his way to the food area and pretend to eat some food that's been dropped on the floor, and then fly around a little bit, and then slowly make his way back to his room.
I'm following this damn bug.
Okay.
Loki doesn't know Lyra very well.
Okay. Make a perception check when you get to the kitchen, please, to see if you lose track of the bug. Which you do not. You manage to keep track of this bug as you get to the kitchen. But could you also then make a... let's go for a survival check to see if you can work out which direction it's going in and then track it to the right place. So
that's fine. If I lose him, I'm just gonna go to Loki's room and be sitting on his bed.
Okay.
Hitman style, like mob boss style.
So you follow the bug into the kitchen, and then as you're there, you kind of think about where this bug could be going, and then you just be like, You know what? I don't really know. So you
Go
just
to the source.
so you then do indeed decide to just head him off with your much faster elven speed and just wait for him in his room. Okay.
Loki would eventually find his way back to his room.
Okay. Loki, you see in your room Lyra sat there on your bed.
Okay, I'm gonna have to ask if you would allow this. When I de-shape, is it possible that I would be able to slip it under a pillow in that process?
I'm sitting on your
With
bed.
a sleight of hand check or something like that. I know
I
it would
would
probably be
say,
contested
yeah.
with her perception, but like,
I'll say, contested with perception.
it's just what you would try and do.
Let's see if it's possible.
Okay, so I'll bug into the room, and then as I debug, I will attempt to slide the pistol underneath the pillow in the same motion.
Okay, you managed to get it in under the pillow, and Lyra, you don't see it.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna just.
What are you doing in my room?
Funny thing. What were you doing in mine?
I was I was gonna go confront Anton, but then he was asleep, so I decided against it.
Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna risk the wild magic roll.
You don't have the spell book anymore, do you?
It's in my book of shadows.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so I don't have to do the wild magic roll because
No.
it's a ritual.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm gonna just detect magic real quick. Yeah, that makes 0 sense, Loki.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah. Can I see if he's lying? Because I really think he's lying.
Yeah, you do get a sense of magic in the room.
Technically, the whole room will be magic for a year.
Well, to be fair, the whole ship is magic, but
That's true. But I
but
do because my plant growth spell. How long does that last?
that's true.
For 1 year. The whole room will have a magical nature for a whole year.
Technically, I mean,
That would be your call, dude.
it's probably of a different school of magic.
Yeah,
That's
and
probably true.
I'm looking specifically for whatever school of magic is on the pistol.
I will take my stuff and plonk it right on the pillow, like leaning on it.
Basically, you're getting two kind of magical senses at least, and as he pulls out his staff, you can make an intelligence check, Lyra.
Just intelligence save or intelligence check.
Or an Arcana, actually. Go Arcana.
Okay.
And yeah, not save, just check. You get the sense that there's probably at least 2 or 3 different magical senses in here. And even though there is the room itself, which is magical, it's possibly not adding up. But you're not 100% sure, because you don't know what items Loki has at all.
Okay. But would because I think he's lying. So would I be able to check and see if he's lying?
Roll an insight check then. He does.
About right.
He does seem a bit suspicious. Yeah, he probably is quite lying.
Okay. So I will be like, Loki, here's
Mm-hmm.
the thing. Here's the thing. I stuck my neck out for you today. And I will continue to stick my neck out for you. But you've got to give me reasons to keep doing that. Otherwise, I'm not going to. And if for any reason I suspect you did something shady 5 minutes ago when you were in my room while I was asleep, I will toss you off this ship myself. So whatever you just did... dogs!
Sorry.
No, it's okay. So whatever you just did, we can undo it, and it only needs to stay between the two of us. As long as you undo it right now. Otherwise, I will wake everyone on this boat up. You understand?
Yeah.
And I'll just hold out my hand.
If one keeps on doing things that are so clearly bad, and nothing bad happens to them, they don't get punished for it. There's no repercussions. And I lean in and I'll grab it and put it in her hands. I just wanted to make him pay a little.
You don't do it like this.
I was going to give it back.
Probably. I believe you were. But you don't do it like this. This is the opposite of trust building, okay?
Yeah.
And like I said, this stays between the two of us.
I would appreciate that.
Now go to bed.
Okay.
And don't, just for your own health and safety, don't sneak in our room. Okay?
Oh, okay.
You never know. And then I'll take the pistol and go back to bed and put it back where it goes.
Okay. So you walk back to your room, and the two of you try to go back to sleep before the next day. Where Anton, you continue around the town asking for any people to help with the resupply, the rebuilding of Fort Lestract. While you're walking around town, Lyra, would you like to do anything in Ravenhold at all?
Yeah. I am very quickly going to take the Newton's Cradle.
Okay.
And run it up to the university.
Okay.
And just like, hey, looking for Gadwin, just real quick. I meant to give him this. It kind of got lost in the shuffle.
You make your way past a few people, and as you find Gadwin, he kind of turns and says, "Oh, Lyra."
Hey, listen, I'm so sorry about last night.
Oh,
It got really weird.
it's all right. Don't worry about it. You seemed a bit occupied.
Oh man. So listen, I have something I meant to give you,
What is it?
and I will pull the cradle out and be like, "Look!" And then I'll show him what.
He kind of tilts his head and looks at it. He's like, what is it?
I'm not 100% sure, but watch, and then I'll pull the first bead back and like click.
he's just looking at it. He's like, oh, that's pretty cool. Takes
I
it off you.
know.
He's like, oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome. When we have like privacy, I'll tell you where I got it from, but not in public.
Did you steal it off someone again?
Yeah.
He just gives you that look, and he's like, okay.
You're gonna really love the whole story, but yeah.
I'll have to. I can't wait to hear it. Are you leaving, or are you staying for a bit longer?
I think we're leaving soonish. We bought a fort.
You bought a fort.
Yeah, we own property.
Wow.
But yeah, Fort Lestract, when it got, demolished, we bought it, and now we're gonna try to fix it up and kind of make it a semi-permanent residence. So you can come stay with us on breaks. That'll be fun.
That will be fun.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey. Are there like recent graduates around here that are looking for jobs?
Yeah, I think there's probably loads. I mean, I don't really know any personally, but
No, that's fine. Do you know who would be able to point me in their direction though?
yeah, I think there's a careers person. It's if you go inside and just ask for them.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Well, I don't want to keep you from like class or anything.
it's always good to see you, sis.
Yeah. Well, go study, go learn things, go be smart.
He just does like a half smile. He's like, and I suppose you go save the world again.
I would prefer a vacation, honestly. This is exhausting.
He steps forward to give you a hug.
And I hug him back.
Okay. Take it easy, sis. And he
Hey, you're
starts
hugging
to
me in
walk away.
public. Look at you. Does this get you cool points? So after I'm done embarrassing Gadwin in public, I'm gonna go look for the careers office.
Okay. So you walk inside, and basically, if you go inside past the library before the kind of main reception,
Can I be distracted by the library for a second?
you can go into the library if you wish.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in the library because
Sure.
I can't. It's a compulsion.
You walk in because the main entrance is hang on. Oh, I don't have do I have a picture of the university? Yeah, kinda. So there's
Like
two
I actually go in for something serious and then woo.
Because there's kind of two entrances. This is like the main entrance, or there's this like an entrance over here.
Okay.
But if you walk in this way, this is where the library is, and then if you walk in here, this is where all the offices and stuff, and then above is some of the classrooms and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And then the actual office is kind of here-ish. So the best way is to walk in through the library, probably.
Okay.
But yeah, pretty much. So you walk in and you'll be like, oh, there's a sign that says library, or there's a sign that says careers office, and you're just like, nope. Pretty much.
No. Guys, this is real life. Thing I need to do, other thing, other thing.
Okay, sure. So
Uh,
you walk into the library. You remember it from the time you were here a couple of months ago, actually. Still quite a vast collection of books. It's probably about 2 or 3 times that of which you were accustomed to back home. So it's
okay.
pretty extensive.
I'm gonna uh I'm gonna go over to the card catalog since they don't have computers. I'm gonna go over to the card catalog. I'm gonna look for a couple of things real fast.
Sure.
I want to look for Ection,
Mhm.
any references to Ection,
Okay.
LaRue,
Mhm.
and Endymion.
Okay. So basically, Ection and LaRue do come up with quite a few results. Um, kind of your basic kind of some myth, kind of more actual, like what we would consider myths nowadays, anyway. Um,
Hmm.
and some actual kind of more semi-religious texts. Some kind of like prayer and such books. Talking about
Could I
yeah, go on. Oh,
could I take the prayer books or anything like that and cross reference them with LaRue?
of course you can. Um, yeah, you do confirm that Ection is Larue's father. Uh, that is pretty much confirmed by your research.
Okay.
Um, but they don't
And,
have an extensive amount of knowledge throughout the whole gods, but that's some things are hidden knowledge and some things are kind of you know
mhm.
not necessarily spoken about. But this isn't one of those. This is something that's a bit more open.
It's
So
it's very public knowledge.
yeah, so
Are there
it's
any
easy to find.
mentions? Are there any mentions at all whatsoever of any other children of Ection?
That,
Like,
however,
it doesn't have to be.
you don't find so much of. You do find mentions of looking for him specifically. You don't find too much. You do
Mhm.
find mentions of some gods having kind of, bastard children and stuff. Um, but him specifically, you don't find too many hits.
Killing me, Smalls. So then I will. With LaRue, do I find anything prayer book wise at all?
You do. You find uh, a like a holy a holy book for Larue.
I want to just copy. I'll basically copy it down verbatim.
Okay, sure. That'll take you
Since-
probably about a couple of hours to do.
Okay. And then once I'm done with that, I want to look for any reference to Endymion.
Okay. For that, I'm gonna need you to roll an investigation check. That's gonna probably take you another couple of hours, and as you look around, you look through the section. What section are you looking in to find something on Endymion?
Um, since I'm kind of near the myths, I'll look in like myth and folklore and stories.
Okay. As you look there, um, you don't find any books uh, that are kind of based upon it. But kind of just browsing through the collection, you do find the tail end of one that
Hmm.
has mention of the word. Um, it's kind of like a poetry book, and
Okay.
it kind of talks about um, the magic that was created and the magic that was used and the magic that was contained within Endymion. Is the basic synopsis of that poem.
I will copy down that poem and then be like, all right, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. Otherwise, I will never leave. And I'm gonna go to the career office if it's still open.
Okay. By this time, to be honest, it's probably like 5 o'clock, so you're probably gonna have to
Mhm.
run.
I'll sprint, dead sprint.
Okay, so you run
Move, get
straight,
out of the way, important person coming through.
but you manage to get to the careers office, and there's a some kind of mage working there.
Mhm.
Um, oh, hello. Can I help you?
Hi, I I have kind of an interesting proposition for anyone who might be willing to sort of make a trip.
Sure. What kind of trip?
Um, Fort Lestract is being rebuilt
Yes, I've
under
I've
new
heard.
ownership.
Oh, right.
And we are looking for uh, a handful of people to help, watch over it. We need some guards, and just keep eye on the town when we're not there, maintain our presence, that kind of thing. So anybody who isn't necessarily academically minded, because it's probably not going to be really mentally stimulating at first rebuilding a town.
Well, I can certainly put it down as an opportunity for the students if any wish to have some kind of extracurricular activity to help with Thoughtless Tract. If that is something that you say is available, could you
Yep.
write on this parchment? And she passes you a piece of parchment, just for you to basically write down the
Yeah,
details. Well,
and I'll write that down.
okay. Well, what I'll do is I'll pass this on to my people here, and we'll see if that is something that we can arrange. And we'll get it all finalised, and we'll send people over to Thoughtless Tract as soon as we can get it finished.
Excellent. Thank you for your time. And then I'm going to go do what I actually was supposed to be doing and go to church.
Okay. So you walk over to the church.
Hang on.
Church is like here.
Yeah.
So you walk through the town, past the fountain that you've seen kind of spraying up a few times, but as you walk past it, you notice it looks like it's getting a little bit old. The water's kind of not as good as it used to be. It's just wearing out.
I'll stop at the fountain
Mhm.
and hang on, let me find that spell. I have it, I think. There it is.
Mending. Oh,
I
beautiful.
don't have mending.
The water's fine.
Oh, okay.
It's not poisonous water or anything like that. It's just kind of like rusty. Not even rusty. It's just like it's breaking. It needs the fountain itself needs to be replaced, kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have mending, but
Mending probably wouldn't have been able to do it, to be fair.
okay.
But as you kind of walk past, you kind of notice this, and it kind of hits you a bit hard growing up in this town and stuff. Um, but you kind of carry on until you get to the religious area.
I'm gonna look for any sort of high priest or cleric in some kind of administrative position.
Okay. As you enter the temple, you do see a cleric. He's
Okay.
kind of wearing these kind of simple robes and no specific god or holy symbol. There was a basic holy symbol, but not specifically aligned. Um, they kind of walk closer to you and kind of bow.
And I will just make the general bow back. Um, so I understand Ravenhold hasn't really had specific religious ties here for a little while. But I wanted to see if we could potentially talk about adding another one to the pantheon.
Well, miss, what is it you wish to do exactly?
I will take out the prayer book that I copied and hand it to him.
Takes it. Ah, LaRue, the Archfey of the Feywild.
Well, she's a archfey, but she's not the archfey. That would be Titania, but she's kind of a handful.
Well, pardon me, I'm not quite versed on such matters. But,
Well, listen, if you ever get a chance to like meet her and see her, she's like a solid 15 out of 10.
quite. Now, Ravenhold has been specifically unaligned for quite some time. We offer worship to any god or archfey, even some questionable deities, but that has been the wish of our people for some time. We
Yeah.
continue, yeah.
Oh, no, I was just kind of agreeing.
Mm-hmm. We we will allow you to worship LaRue here if you wish, but I do not believe we will open a specific shrine to her here. In
It's less about me doing it because, see, here's the thing. She and I are super duper tight. I want to make sure other people can because her church over in Celerte City was destroyed.
I see what you mean. Well, in order for a god or a being of such divine nature to become more powerful, they must have followers, and these followers, once they believe enough in these beings, they give them strength, and it's our job as the priests and clerics here to harness that strength and pass it forth, not necessarily to spread the word. That is the job of people like you.
Well, I'm not a cleric.
No, no. But you and your patron, LaRue, you are the one to spread the word.
Would you? Because she has no temples. They're all gone. She has nothing. I
Well,
can spread the word until I'm blue in the face. But if there is nowhere for people to congregate and accept power or whatever you want to call it, then what's the point of me saying anything?
well, until people know, people won't even try.
And if they already know, you have refugees all over the place. How do you know they aren't worshiping in secret and need a public place to congregate? How do you know they don't just need to see something and see public acceptance?
Child, would you care to come in to the temple? He kind of lets go of his arms that were. He was holding his hands together. He lets go and gestures welcomingly.
And I'll follow him in.
Okay. He walks in. This temple, as I said, allocates any faith or religion. If people wish to pray to LaRue or anyone else, they could come here. But I do understand what you mean. And having a specific temple perhaps may be of use, especially if it's peace of mind that is what is at issue.
Yeah, because I mean, it wasn't just hear me out when I say it wasn't just her temple that was destroyed in Salarte. It was all of the temples. Every single temple is gone.
Okay, well, you may have a hard time, but the only course of action is to speak with the city council, as ultimately they have to say. They decided to make this an open faith city, having a single temple district that allocated for all faiths.
Uh, just so I can understand the visual, there's like multiple shrines all over the place.
Yeah, basically, this is the main kind
Okay.
of hub. It's like a massive kind of cathedral. And
Okay.
in the cathedral, there is loads of different areas with different kinds of like specific prayer rooms.
Okay.
Um, yeah,
Okay. Well,
but
then
there
I'll
are
I'll
kind of
turn
other little buildings as well. Like this whole area here is basically the
just
religious district.
okay. So it's just temples, 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 temples.
Pretty much.
Okay. So I'll turn to the cleric that I've been talking to and be like, I will handle that. In the meantime, what will it take to convince you to build a shrine? I don't need a temple right now. I just need a shrine.
Child, we will construct a shrine to Uluru for you, of course. All we ask is a donation to our church.
Let me look at what I got real fast. Because I don't have the party money on me, but I have all of my money, which isn't much. Um, I will reach into my bag and take out 3 emerald, or I will take out 2 emeralds and 2 rubies,
Okay.
and just bunk.
Okay. He takes them, clasps them tight. He closes his eyes, looks up to you, and says, "This is a very, very fine donation. Thank you so much. This will help us do great things here. I'm sure of it."
And keep the prayer book. I can go make more copies.
I shall. I will use it for the shrine.
Cool. And I'm gonna back away slowly.
Okay. He begins to walk away.
I'm just gonna like as soon as I know I'm like not as soon as I know I haven't like creeped him out or anything, I'm gonna walk away.
You
Go
don't
back to the ship.
you don't really sense any kind of creep out. You know, he
Okay.
seems like he's fine. But yeah.
Okay. And then I'm gonna go back to the ship.
Okay. You make your way back to the ship. Um. Okay. Jeremy, you said you're back.
I am back, yes.
Okay. Is there anything else you're doing in Ravenhold?
Lydia wants a couple extra floaty ship gems. I don't know who to talk to about that.
You could try and get those, either one of you.
I can do that while I'm out. I also want to look for a thieves' take contact like I used to.
Okay. Um. Make an investigation check then, please. Okay. As you look around the city, kind of speaking with a few individuals, whom some of which you may have spoken to before, you do find out there is an individual who is a member of the Feast Take. Um, it's a it's actually a drow. Um, currently at a tavern at the opposite side of, in the same area as Northumberland Hall. It's kind of a partnership building. You know about it. You've kind of been there before. It's called the Craft House. They sell basically really nice ale and cider and stuff like that. You find out that this drow is kind of ex Thieves Take, but he's kind of the only current Thieves Take person in the city at the moment, and you could, if you wish, speak to him.
Yes, I would like to.
Okay. So you go over to the Craft House then, yes?
Indeed.
Okay. Let's get something a bit different. Well, oh, hang on. I kind of need to do something. So, okay, so you go to the tavern. Oh dear.
Oh, how familiar.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Every tavern looks the same. Didn't you know?
What a comforting
have-
layout.
They must have had the same designer.
It's a franchise.
Makes sense.
Okay. Is it this? Oh yes. Okay. So the tavern's playing, jolly tavern music.
Do 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 do. This is better.
And as you hear the music playing, you walk inside. You can see in the tavern, sat in the corner, is a drow wearing long, flowing red clothes with a beard that kind of goes down, that ends in a bit of a point. Who has... hang on, turn that down a little bit. Who has these kind of long eyebrows, and also has one monocle in. One kind of like spectacle, but it's a monocle, sorry. As you kind of look at them, you kind of take a moment to be like, that's a Thieves Take member.
I love them already.
Classy fucks. But yeah, I'll watch from a distance for a little while and then approach him.
Okay. He just kind of stood there having a drink. Actually, you know what? I've got better. So as you kind of stand there watching him, a waiter approaches you. And it appears that in this tavern, you actually get alcohol served to you. So, would you like a cider or ale, or or the house specialty, which is the craft ale, which is pretty nice. It's like, craft ale, right? Like, or cider.
Yep.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
Before I approach him, I'll have a house specialty.
Okay. Okay. Oh, fair enough. You see him kind of.
Dancing.
You see him kind of smile as you have the drink. As he drinks some of his. You approach him now?
Yes.
Okay. You see him say, "Car's a car at your service."
What was his name, sorry?
Car's a car. Hang on. Let me try and find out how you spell it.
A car is a car. Just say it really fast.
That is K-A apostrophe A. X-A-K-A. There you go. Car's a car.
Well, that's a mouthful.
And what can I do for you?
I will knock in Thieves' Can on the table. I'm formerly Thieves' Take. And then out loud to him, I'll say, I'm looking for those also not in the business anymore looking for work.
He kind of looks at you, nods, looks up in the air, thinks for a few moments, looks back to you and says, "Yes, I can help you. What do you need?"
Just a few able-bodied individuals capable of providing security for a fort.
I couldn't work in a fort. He kind of backs up a bit, folds his arms. No problem. Just tell me where and when. You also notice there is a scar kind of down the side of his face. He seems more or less capable, and you kind of, although you don't see any weapons on him or anything, but he seems, he definitely, he responded to you in Thieves' Gang, which is a start. So, where's this fort then? Okay. He sits back down. So, while this is happening, stop. Joseph, Jamie, you guys.
Smash cut.
Thank you. What are you
Yes.
two doing currently? What's
Uh,
Keggy / Loki doing and Lyra?
I've just walked onto the ship and I'm just kind of looking around.
Okay.
Hey, Loki.
Hi.
Have you been there all day?
He looks up for the up for the first time. Day is. I suppose I have. Why? Where have you been?
Around. Kind of all over the city.
Oh,
Has Keggy come
Good.
out at all?
no.
Stay there. Stay right there. And then
Okay.
I'm gonna run down to the kitchen and like just kind of grab random food and a bottle of some kind of alcohol
Okay. How much of
and run
how? Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
just kind of pile food in one arm and alcohol in the other and run back upstairs. Have you eaten?
No, I don't think so. I think Raina might be hungry.
Yeah, that's what I figured. And I'll kind of like hold alcohol with neck and start throwing food at Loki and Reyna.
Thank you. She started to look at me a bit funny. Kind of. That probably wouldn't taste very nice.
Are you? You're not an elf, are you?
No. No, I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, elves can't really turn into fire things.
No, not voluntarily.
We'll figure it out. Don't worry. Is Raina eating any of like the meat slices I'm flinging at her?
Yeah, I think she's having some food.
Okay. Then
I think
while
she's
she's
probably
while
got
she's
some.
distracted with the meat slices, I'm gonna grab the alcohol and like kind of slip down the hallway.
Um, she kind of looks up and growls, but then you
I'll throw another
manage
meat slice.
roll a dexterity save. See if you can get through. You just get through.
With it, can I have
You
advantage because I'm
just
throwing meat?
no, you just get through. But she
Here,
kind
girl.
of yeah.
I'll kind of back up to the door so I can keep an eye on Raina, and then knock on Keggy's door.
It is currently closed and locked.
I'm knocking on the door.
Just because she's got such a high passive perception. I don't know if you wanted to do this with a roll or anything, but hold on, let me message you what might be, and you can decide.
Sure. Okay.
It's just to whether she hears it before the knocking on, because he would stop at the knocking.
Uh-huh. As you as you walk in and you knock on the door, uh, yeah, you would, you would probably hear. So as you kind of go in and go to knock on the door, you would just hear something faint on the other side. Keggy is awake. Roll a perception check as you try to figure out what the sound is.
Yeah, because if I hear something, I'm gonna stop and listen.
Mm-hmm. You can hear Joe.
Just for a second before hears like movement of someone between the door, you think that you hear crying.
I will. Fuck, caught me off guard. I'll stop and just kind of. Oh boy. And then knock on the door.
Yes.
Hey, it's me. Have you been in here all day?
Yeah, I'm surprisingly tired for a guy that's been dead.
I got food. Figured you'd be
I've
hungry.
got some. I still have my stores in here.
Okay. Keg, you know I can hear you, right?
I'll see you at the fort, or wherever we're going.
And I will just set the food and the bottles that I grabbed down.
Okay.
It's out here if you need it. And walk away.
Okay.
And we can smash cut back.
Okay. So, cutting back to Anton.
Yes, sorry.
It's alright, don't worry. So Kazakar, he just says to you, so, where and when is this fort?
The fort is up north of here. A couple days,
Alright, well, I'll leave out now.
so probably within the next half a week or so. Have them meet us up there.
Them? Who's them?
The individuals you may find.
Right. he looks at you puzzled, but he nods anyway. Could you roll a perception check? Okay, cool. Alright, I'll see you in the fort. And you see him kind of put his fingers on his glass monocle, and it shimmers slightly, and he begins to walk out pretty slowly. You do notice that he is pretty old for a drow, probably about 300. Maybe he's going to be a good Thieves' Take member. But he does leave the tavern towards the fort. Is there any more tasks for your time in Ravenhold?
Not particularly, but I would like to follow him a little bit.
Okay, so as you follow him out of the tavern,
I'll cloak up after he exits.
after he exits, you cloak up while you're in the tavern, or when you exit the tavern?
As I'm walking out.
Okay, as you exit the tavern, you are about to cloak up when an individual an individual walks towards you and is about to speak to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I help you?
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Are you Anton?
I am.
I'm
I get into a more like defensive stance.
Ill? Mitch?
Hello. Can you?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh dear. So he says, "Hello, I'm Alexander. I was sent here to give this to you and your friends." You see this youngish boy, probably about 12 or so, wearing royal red with lapels, suit, kind of black trousers, and he's carrying a parcel. It's probably A4 size, but it's probably about probably about an inch, maybe 2 inches thick. I'm sorry, you, Anton? Mr. Anton, sorry?
Yep, sorry, I was on the phone.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You said your name was Alexander?
Yes, I'm terribly sorry. Alexander Scott, that's me. But I was sent to deliver this parcel to you.
From who?
The crown, sir.
I suspiciously take it,
Okay.
and I insight the fuck out of this guy.
As you take the parcel, it is heavy. Like, you was not expecting it to be this heavy. And you roll an insight. He seems to be telling the truth.
Okay. What I have, I would assume, lost track of. Cause, Ka.
At this point, unfortunately, so.
I'll just kind of be, I guess, more impatient to leave, appearing to this guy.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I'll be off. And he kind of scurries away.
I'll just look around and just be like, damn it.
Okay.
Then take the box or whatever back to the ship and open it.
Okay. So you wait till you get to the ship to open it.
Yes.
Okay. As you get back to the ship, you open the box. Inside it is basically a piece of parchment, but it's quite thick. It is gold leafed, and in a extravagant font says that you and the rest of the party are all invited to a summons in Cliff Hall. Um, and it is in 3 days.
Where'd you say Cliff Hall?
Cliff Hall. I'll show you on the map. Cliff Hall is up here. It's this island.
Oh, okay.
It's the human home.
Alrighty. Is there anything else in this box besides the invitation?
No, it's just pretty much gold. It's gold, fancy paper. But yeah, it tells you the location and the time, more or less. It's basically just an invitation, yeah.
Right. I'll just like set that aside for now, and then go out and acquire parts to make another pistol.
Okay. So you want to try and make another pistol?
Yes.
Okay. Roll a tinkering check then. See how
Okay, what did I miss?
some
We
bits.
got invited to Cliff Hall.
That's not a nice way to talk about the cliffs.
I don't know. It's not up to me what they do in their spare time.
Clifford. So. Okay. You begin making a pistol.
I'm not too sure what I want to do with it yet, but just like, I guess, get like a basic idea or like something sketched out to start with.
Okay. We'll say that you've began to make a pistol. And
So if you just want to like stop it so far at like just like a general blueprint that can be changed later, then
sure.
we can just do that. I'm okay with that.
Okay. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so what is everyone currently doing then?
I'm just hanging out. I've
Okay.
left Keggy to his own devices.
Mhm. Mhm.
I want to read through. I still have the Book of Endymion and the book of just the
Hello?
general. Hello. The book of general spells that quote unquote work.
You've got the book of spells that work. You don't have the book of Endymion. That was the one that you gave back to Zafar, wasn't it?
Oh, I thought we grabbed it.
I
Did we?
don't recall.
I don't remember either. I don't know if
Because
I
he
wrote it down
gave
or
it.
not.
No, he didn't. Because he gave it to his minion that he killed.
Okay, well we're gonna have to go get that, guys. So I've got this book of spells that work. I'm trying to remember what that said. Let me get my notes.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry. Totally
Okay.
muted myself from
Cool.
hearing you guys.
Okay, that's fine. We'll just take a quick break then, just for a few
Okay.
moments.
Ooh.
Because not having the Book of Endymion just shot that plan in the foot. I might need to save that idea for a later date. Anyway.
Okay, so you got your spell book and everything.
Yeah, I'm just reading through it.
Okay.
And it's just a list of spells, right?
That's the list of spells that work.
And it doesn't say with what. So I'll also, just because I kind of need to clean out my bag of holding, I'm gonna take out all of the notes that we took from CMR and just kind of start sorting through them.
Okay, sure.
So we have the notes about Kurz's brain,
Mhm.
because I snatched those. Are those anything important? Are they relevant to anything?
You don't know.
I'm gonna read them.
Okay, 1 moment, please. So basically, skimming reading, the individual that we captured who tried to bargain the general back to us possesses powers beyond magic. After lobotomy, we try to discover if we can use these powers, and basically we couldn't, is what it was getting at. So, not
Okay.
really useful.
Well, I still want to keep them because they bring me a very morbid sense of satisfaction. And then I'm going to read through any of the notes that I grabbed about Endymion, like when we took the glow shard of destiny.
So that was in the book. That was at the back of the book, right?
No, there were, like, when we took the glow shard, it had notes in the room.
Oh,
Yeah, there were separate notes and the book
Yeah,
that we got.
Yeah.
I remember. Oh, hang on, people are shouting. Okay, I'm just trying to find my notes on that specific time. I think, just for sake of things, it was basically It was basically what you've already found out anyway.
Okay.
That you touch it, you go somewhere else. It was that
Okay.
basically.
Okay. And then I'm trying to flip through and see if there were any other notes. Because I think there were notes in like 3 or 4 other rooms. Oh, I got it right here.
Okay.
I think there were notes in the room with the tablet.
That was kind of just them kind of talking about the tablet and trying to use that technology, not really relating to endymium at all.
Yeah, just them trying to figure out what is this thing? What do?
Pretty much. Just trying to
So
advance their technology and weapons,
yeah,
basically.
so I'll take the notes from the glow shard room, just for the sake of simplicity. And if Anton's in the same room, I'll just kind of reach over here.
What says?
From when we took that stone, the yellow one. Nothing we don't.
Right.
Yeah, nothing we don't know already, but you might be able to figure out more about it.
I'll just skim through them the better part of the evening.
Okay. You skim through, it's pretty much just detailed reports of people encountering the same thing you've encountered, basically.
Any chance they've seen or heard something I haven't, or?
It talks about going further north, seems to work. I'll throw that out.
Alright.
That's about all.
Hey, Lara. So I got this invitation thing today. I'm not really sure who from, but we gotta go to a place called Cliffcore.
What?
Some guy just gave me an invitation to Cliffcore.
That sounds like terrible music.
Sure.
Like what do you even, what kind of invitation is it? Is it like a party?
I don't know, it's
fight?
fancy as fuck though.
Let me see.
I hand her the invitation.
You see the kind of pretty impressive amount of gold that's gone into this invitation, with the extravagant font that says you're invited to this summons in Cliffhall.
Damn. Good thing I bought you a suit in the future. Do you want to go?
Well, the only thing that really impedes my wanting to go is getting the beginnings of the fort operations going smoothly.
I mean, this is out of character question. Would it, because I think I missed this part, would it, would going to this thing overlap getting the fort started?
You've got 3 days to get there. And it's pretty much on the other side of the planet, so you would pretty much need to fly there now.
I might have an idea.
What's that?
Loki can probably get us there. It would be securing our way back. That would be the tricky part.
Well, what if, does he have to, like, know where he's going, or what?
I think it's something to do with trees.
Kind of weird, but okay. So How? What does he do with trees? Like, what happens?
You know what? I mean, you remember it was the thing where he opens the hole in the tree and we just go,
Okay.
and suddenly we're
Would
like on the other side of the continent.
yeah. So then would I don't really think there's too many trees at Fort Lestract right now.
No, I'm saying we take, like, you or we or however many people you want to take with you, do the tree thing to wherever this is, and then
Right.
worry about finding our way back once that thing is done. Meanwhile, they go to Fort Lestract.
Well, I don't. Has Loki ever been to Cliffcore?
I don't know. We can go find out.
Is he here?
Yeah, he's been playing with Raina all day.
Fair enough.
So, yeah, let's go find out.
Okay, you walk up the stairs. You notice, as you kind of walk up the stairs, you notice someone slumped over in the corner, but you're busy walking up to see Loki, so you don't really pay him too much attention.
Is it Bjorn?
It's not Bjorn. Bjorn's currently on the top deck, as keeping as far away from Loki as possible.
Who's slumped on the stairs then?
It's as you walk past, you notice it is actually James.
You okay, bud? You all right?
He kind of turns to you and says, I'm fine, thank you," and then tilts his head down on the desk, hands over his temples.
You got a headache there, bud?
No, I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine.
Insight? Question
Yeah.
mark?
I want to insight the shit out of that.
Sure.
That's weird. He's just hungover. Like he can be honest.
You can definitely tell something's not quite right with him.
Anton, go talk to Loki.
If that's what you want.
Play nice. I'll be right behind you.
Alright.
Hey, James. Apparently I keep secrets for everyone on this ship. Just tell me what's going on.
It's fine. No, honestly, I don't want to talk about it.
Don't, James, don't make me hex you.
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
About?
Well, so it's a long story.
Okay.
So I don't speak to many people on the ship. I'm sorry. I haven't really been that good, Officer Lyra. But
Dude, God, no. I'm not an officer.
I'm
It's Lyra.
sorry. I'm sorry. Habits, I suppose. Um, as you may know, I used to serve on a ship in Ravenhold.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suppose let's just say, they have certain policies about,
Again?
well, about who may serve on their ships.
Okay.
And I may have came on board anyway.
All right. You're gonna have to be slightly less vague with me because here's the thing. There's a lot of things I don't care about.
I completely understand, but
I need you to make me care.
mhm.
So
I
give me a detail.
okay. I'll just come out with it. I'm late.
Late to what?
Mm.
Did you like dessert?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. This is an Anton problem. Give me 1 second. Just seriously, this is not a big deal and we can take care of this. But hold on
Meanwhile,
1 second. But hold on 1 second. I'm gonna run upstairs. Anton, switch with me.
As you kind of get up to walk,
Just switch.
hmm.
Switch with me.
You see,
meanwhile,
you see him kind of walk up the stairs behind you.
We need to trade places.
Okay,
I have no advice for this.
okay. So, so while that was going on, Loki and Anton, what were you talking about?
I approach Loki.
Okay.
Hey, Loki.
Hi.
I know you're probably not a fan of me right now, and
No.
I'm kind of sorry for that.
Mhm.
I have a technical question.
Yep.
What's the transport thing? Like you would just run through a tree and we're somewhere? How do you do that? Like, do you have to know where you're going or what?
Like, I have to be able to feel the tree that I'm going to go to. Like, the tree that I went through with you guys last was the furthest that I've ever gone with through a tree. Like, normally it's like 500 meters and stuff, but like I knew of the tree because I managed to see it before in the sky in spell that I managed to
Okay.
cast. But yeah, usually I have to know the tree. Is that
So do
all?
you think you'd be able to go from like one side of the planet to the other?
If I knew a tree.
Okay. Because might have to like get you to do that if you don't mind.
Well,
Because
do you
we
know
got
of
invited.
someone in the place that we're trying to go to?
Well, I got it. Or well, I guess I can technically say we got invited to this place on the other side of the world, but I would assume it has trees. Like I don't know. I've never been there. But
Yeah, but
then
I need to
like
know a
we could.
specific tree.
Well, I was thinking we could go from that place to the fort.
Well, I don't know the trees around the fort either.
Well, we're going to be dropping a couple people off there, so you can, I guess,
Well,
have a look around and find a tree that'll work. I guess.
do you know anyone that's going to be at either of these places? Either at the fort or at the place that we're going to?
In terms of what?
Like people.
Well, I know most of the people that'll be at the fort, but not where we're going.
Like now. Like at the fort now.
Not right now, no. There's probably not too many people there, to be honest.
What about on the place that we're going to?
No idea. I've never been there. I just got this weird invitation today.
Will the person that you've been given the invitation be there?
I'd assume. It'd be kind of rude.
Do you know what? Will they be there now?
Maybe?
Give me that. Now, so that I reach out my hand, like not even looking at him, to take the invitation off of him.
I give it to him.
Okay.
And I will use it as a channel for my scry,
Okay.
using the first for the name and the possession aspect.
Okay. And I suppose
If they do not want to be seen, then they have to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's what I was thinking.
And because if you allow it, because I have a second hand possessional garment, they take a -4 to their roll.
Okay.
It's against my spell DC, I believe.
Right. So.
I'm afraid he does not manage that one. My spell save is 17.
Okie dokie.
He would get a +1 on the overall because it would be a second hand because I've only heard of the person. Unless you want to add something to your roll. Does add anything to your roll?
Yeah, even with it, it wouldn't have mattered.
Okay.
So you can you cast the scry spell and you see this hall of marble, black and white, with these long, tall, kind of speckled pillars with these golden trim on the tops and in the middles, and kind of stepping down this hallway slowly is an old woman with kind of black and grey hair. You don't recognise the woman at all, but you do see whom you assume was the person who originally gave this invitation.
Do I see any trees?
You don't see any trees, I'm afraid.
No trees. I don't like the hall. It's very cold. And I hand back the invitation without looking at him still.
He takes it. So,
Sorry.
Anything?
No. No trees. Just a big hall. Lots of stone. Big columns. Gold trim. Some random woman. Seemed nice, I suppose. It wasn't very conversational.
Okay. Well, thanks for trying. I mean,
I guess we can try again. Another time. Maybe she'll be outside that time.
we'll actually be there in a few days, so maybe we'll be able to see something else.
What about the fort?
We're gonna stop there on the way, real quick.
Do we have time?
Well, I guess whatever party for us is happening really can't start without us, so I guess we can be fashionably late.
Okay.
We are coming from the other side of the planet, so.
True. Well, now I've seen the place, it'll be easier for me to see it again, I suppose.
Heck, you might be able to point us in the right direction, so.
I think so. I think I can do that. It's hard to say. He's still not come out.
Who, Keggy?
Yeah.
How long has he been in there?
Well, I've been out here all day, and he hasn't been out. Lyra went in earlier on, but she didn't seem very happy, and he still hasn't come out, so I don't know. A long time.
I'll see if I can check on him. And thanks for your little bit of help.
Yeah.
And Anton will just like awkwardly walk away.
Okay, you're gonna go try and go into Keggy's room?
I guess, unless Lyra interrupts me.
I'm gonna assume at this point she's probably come upstairs and like, I need you to switch with me.
Mm-hmm.
And what?
This is you advice. This is you.
What's me advice?
Trust me. Just trust me.
Okay, fine, whatever.
Like, I'm not gonna blab his business to the whole ship, man.
Fine, I'll do it.
Okay, so you go back downstairs to see what Lyra's talking about, and you
Yep.
you don't see a James.
Oh shit. I go back up to Lyra like real quick and be like, "Did you see James at all?"
He was right behind me.
Well, he's not there.
Did I see anyone?
Make a perception check. Uh, you just about see him. Kind of like just walking out to Ravenhold.
Ooh, that seems serious. I get up and walk after.
Okay.
Would I notice Loki leaving?
I mean,
I
yeah.
probably would turn into a bird and try and fly.
Okay, sure.
Not really a big fan of walking around cities.
True. So yeah, you just see Loki raven off or bird off. So
If Can I make a perception check to see if I can notice anything since Loki just kind of randomly turned into a bird?
sure.
Same.
Sure. Roll perception. What were you looking for? Just
anything that would have caused Loki to turn into a bird, not
Just his
limited
direction, really.
to or including.
So you as you look around, you do see probably about 10 to 20 feet, kind of going down the kind of gangplank. James walking.
There he is. And I'll just kind of take off at a jog after him.
I'll follow.
He turns back and just turns. He turns to look at you and then turns back and keeps walking.
You know, people make it really hard for me to try to help them. What gives?
What did you even say to him?
I said nothing. Like, he told me. Okay. So he apparently has deserted from his post at Ravenhold, and he asked for my help. And the problem is I am not in a position to give that kind of help because I did technically desert, but I just literally ran the fuck away and never went back. I cannot give good advice for that.
You think I can?
One of us can give better advice than the other. Like, I killed a guy and ran.
I killed a lot of people and didn't run. I was turned on.
I mean, I'm going to assume that your advice is going to be better than mine, because my advice is going to be, yeah, poison the guy and go.
And what, mine? Kill the guy is a better idea?
I don't know. Between the two of us, we can come up with something that doesn't involve death. Because, I mean, if he turns himself back in, he's going to get, like, totally killed. Right? Is that how that works?
Not really. You'll just probably, like, mark a traitor.
That's worse.
Yeah, kind of.
Have we caught up with him by now?
No. After he notices your presence, he kind of does. He keeps his distance.
Can I bonus action dash?
As you dash, he runs.
I didn't want to do this, James.
You see him kind of. Okay, what's that? Would wisdom say? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Wow, bringing out the big guns.
Just be like, I'm sorry. Cast the spell.
Well, he's paralyzed. You just say.
I hate myself a little bit.
Yeah, I'd probably hate you too.
It's okay. He's probably not the first.
Probably won't be the last.
Yeah, no. I'll come to terms with that too. And when we actually catch up to him, I'll drop the spell.
Okay.
Dude.
What the fuck, bro?
What are you
Come on.
doing?
We're trying to figure out how to help you.
I said I
Yeah.
don't want your help. I said it's fine.
It's clearly not fine.
What part of us trying to help, or well, give some kind of advice is like running off? Like, come on.
Well,
Just because we did it doesn't mean you have to.
look, it's fine. Just please, leave me alone.
Oh, no. Sorry, you're part of the crew.
If
We
you tell me to
care.
leave you alone one more time, I'm gonna have to shoot you.
Okay, right. I tried to explain. Excuse me. I tried to explain a few moments ago to Lara, and I don't believe she got the message. So let me just blurt
I'll
it
just
out.
like pull him aside to like a not in the middle of everything area.
And I'll just kind of like stand in front of the two of them, like, nothing to see here.
Okay. She can't. Well, Mitch gave it away then. He kind of looks between the two of you and says, "I'm pregnant."
Oh,
Wait! This is James?
Mm-hmm.
Wait!
Please tell me this is in character, Jamie.
Hang on! I'm gonna, like, Lara is just gonna, like, drag James down an alley. Hold up!
and you really
Hold
think
up.
I was a better choice for advice on this?
James! Hold up, James! James.
Short for Jamie?
It's my brother's name.
James.
Well, then what's your name?
Hang on. James, come here. Go away, Anton, go away. This is suddenly very much not involving you. James, I'm so sorry. I thought you were a dude.
That was kind of the idea.
Apparently we all did.
So sorry.
It's alright.
Oh, man. Okay, what do you need?
I don't know. You see a couple of tears start to fall down.
Anton, go back to the ship. This no longer concerns you.
Do you need anything else while I'm here? Like, just why don't you guys just like come back to the ship? Can talk in privacy. I'll do whatever. Just fucking not here. Come on, let's go.
James, what is your... What name do you prefer?
I was born as Emily, but I took my brother's name ever since he died, and I joined the Navy.
That's still not answering my question. What name do you prefer?
I like James.
Okay. James, come back to the ship.
Okay.
This is not a question to have. This is not a conversation to have in an alley.
Okay. You see, she kind of strokes the bird on her shoulder. Okay. Wiping the tear away. And walking with you back to the ship.
Honey, when you said you were late, I thought you meant that you had like deserted your post and were late reporting back. I'm so sorry.
No.
Are you okay?
It's okay.
Okay.
I
Like,
was
are you
trying to explain.
nauseated?
I was trying to
Are
explain
you...
that they didn't allow women in the navy, but
Okay.
it doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay, honey, are you just? I grew up in like a cloister. I've seen this shit like 100 times. Are you nauseated? Are you, you know, are you experiencing like morning sickness? What you need?
I don't. I think it's early for that, but it's just I don't know. I've I've kind of had to live with kind of this for a few years now, and coming to being I don't know found out. I suppose it.
Oh, honey. Oh, honey. How tall is James?
Shorter than you now because you grew. So
Okay.
yeah, just a bit
I'm
shorter.
gonna just kind of like put my arm around her shoulders and be like, there, there, and just be like, no, honey, we got this. We got this. Hi, Loki. And I'm gonna reach into my bag real quick and make like a list for Anton. Just be like, here. Like, these are things we need. Go buy them.
Okay.
Where the hell am I supposed to find this stuff?
All you have to do is walk into a general store and say, a member of my crew is expecting. They will know what to do.
Expecting what?
You are such a man.
No one tells me anything.
I will explain everything later, not right now.
I jump, I like flap off of James's shoulder and do like a little swoop, just enough that I clip Anton round the side of the head with my wing and fly back downstairs.
And I'll just, James, go wait in my room. I'll be right there, okay? And I'm
Okay.
gonna put my hands on Anton's face. James is super pregnant right now. I
Wait,
need you to go
James
get
isn't
that
a
stuff.
dude?
No, sweetheart.
How have we not noticed this? You notice like everything. How have you not noticed this?
People are really good at keeping secrets. But James
But you
wants
notice
to be
everything.
called. I notice a lot of things. But if somebody wants me to not notice something, then I'm not going to notice it. James still wants to be called James for the time being.
That's super awkward.
Well, James is James. Go buy that stuff.
Yeah, sure. I guess I'll find the nearest general store.
It's not hard to find. You can get to a general store and get the stuff pretty easy. It costs you about 3 gold pieces.
It's literally just a shit ton of ginger root and some cookies.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we'll say 2 gold pieces.
Okay.
Okay.
Just like stumble back in the room. Okay, I got what you want.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I will just, okay, take the ginger root down to the kitchen, put it somewhere where nobody can get to it, and give me the cookie.
Why don't you just keep it in the room? Yeah, no, I'm just gonna put it in the room, and you can yell at me later for it. Okay, whatever. Bye.
Okay, fine. We'll deal with this later, and I will just hand James the cookies.
Thank you.
Told you I've seen this shit 100 times. I have very distinct memories of when my mother was pregnant with my brother. So,
Just looking at you. I. I'm just. I don't know. I'm a little bit. Con- not concerned, but I don't know what this is going to mean about me and the crew.
well, your first choice, and we'll deal with everything else later. What do you want to do with this? And I'm just going to kind of like gesture at her stomach area. Is this what you want?
She puts a hand on it and looks down, smiles, and nods.
Okay. Then what I think is gonna happen is we just found somebody to run the fort for us, along with Phoebus and Selden.
Um.
Because I mean,
Okay.
just think about it. Do you really want to be like 6 months along and on the ship with us for like 4 days, puking your guts out?
No.
We're gonna be like out to sea somewhere. You are gonna be craving, I don't know, like a slab of beef with horseradish sauce and potatoes, and we're not gonna be anywhere where we can get that. Do you want that for yourself?
I suppose no. You're right. But
And not to mention when you're like 9 months along and your feet are swollen, you're just angry all the time, and you have to pee every 20 minutes. No, you need to be somewhere safe.
okay. Okay. Um. Okay. The fort sounds like a good idea.
I'll take care of you.
I know. I know you will.
I mean, this might be a little sooner than you had planned, but we're going to be making a pit stop at the fort in a couple of days. So we can get you set up.
Okay. Sure. Sure. Uh. Okay. It's moving fast, but yeah.
It'll be all right. It'll be fine. Just next, this is the actual awkward part. What do you want to tell the crew? Because they're going to ask why you're leaving.
Looks
Give
over.
Loki scritches.
Looks over to the bird. Um, I suppose, I suppose if I'm going to the fort, I might as well tell them the truth. There's no sense hiding it then, I suppose.
Okay. You don't have to if you don't want to. You can just tell them you've decided to take an administrative position.
I'll think about it if that's okay.
Okay. Take a day or two.
Hmm.
Just let me know before we get to the fort.
Okay.
Totally thought you were like, oh god, I feel so stupid.
That was the idea.
No, when you said you were late, it didn't even click.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. You thought I was a dude. Why would you think anything
I
else?
really did.
And as you're talking to her now, you can pretty much tell that she's, a girl, and it's a little bit weird that you thought.
Well, I mean, out of character.
Like, you know what I mean, though.
Yeah,
As in, you can
out of
tell.
eh, out of character. My best friend is
Mhm.
like 3 years into her transition, so not bothered. Doesn't bother me a bit.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, as
Yeah.
in, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just kind of like me. So Lyra's just like, huh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Um. So Lyra is gonna go into just kind of like her trunk or her suitcase, wherever she keeps some of her stuff. And just kind of like dig out any extra clothes she has, and just kind of be like, I've got these if you need them. They don't really fit me anymore,
Well, thank you.
but I mean, like I said, only if you need them. I don't know if you just come let me know if you need them.
Mhm.
And we've got the ginger. Trust me, you'll want that.
Thank you.
You're gonna want that.
Mhm. Okay.
Go get some rest.
I will. Thank you.
Just as he goes to
Oh
leave,
yeah.
I'll de-hawk and
Okay.
I'll stand up and I'll look at her and go, congratulations, and I hope that this one is less of a wet blanket than the last.
Excuse?
Isn't that what you're supposed to say when someone gets pregnant?
No.
Oh.
You just say congratulations.
Oh, congratulations.
There you go.
She kind of laughs a little bit as like just yeah, just congratulations, but thank you. As she walks past.
I'm just, oh god.
What's pregnant?
Mm, um. Oh god. Lyra's just like staring at the floor, like, oh god, 2 talks in one day. Loki, have a seat on the bed.
Okay.
No, you're not.
Yep. She's like, I'm in for a penny. And she's gonna give Loki the talk.
And the last thing, sort of like I think in my head, the best way to close this scene out is this goes, oh, so that's what they were doing.
Lay who?
Oh, it's a long story.
Oh, okay. You're taking this a lot better than I've never had to give this talk to anybody before, and I've kind of dreaded having to give it to anybody. So this is good practice. I'm
Well,
glad.
I've seen
I'm
animals.
glad we had this talk.
I've seen the animals have babies before, and
Yeah.
I've heard the guards around Silite talk about it before, and all the wenches that they have plundered.
Oh no.
And I didn't really understand what that meant. I guess
Well,
until now.
I'll say it like this. Do not take anything the guards said as advice, because it was probably bad, and they probably couldn't find it with two hands and a map.
What map?
It's a figure of speech.
A what?
It's nothing literal. And when I say just don't listen to anything the guards ever said, because they're probably bad at sex.
Okay.
Which is how you get someone pregnant, like we just talked about.
Yeah.
So just no. Animals, that's fine. Animals just do what they do.
Yeah, their advice never seemed to match up.
Yeah, animals just are animals, and they do their thing. And that is also why you should never ever sneak into mine and Anton's room ever again.
Why? Are you making baby?
No, we are not.
Oh.
No.
Okay. And he walks out of the room.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna I'm power walking into the kitchen and just finding an alcohol and drinking an alcohol.
Mm-hmm. There is many an alcohol to drink.
I'm just drinking alcohol.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so Anton, so you going into Keggy's room then?
I would like to try.
Okay. Is the door locked, Mr. Keggy? Or is it open?
It's the same as it was with Lyra.
Okay, so you approach the
Exactly
door.
the same.
And it is closed. As you approach it, you do hear the sound coming from behind it. Make a perception check, please, Anton. So yeah, you do hear a faint sound as you approach. Getting closer, you do hear Keggy crying.
Hey, Kegs,
Yeah.
can I come in?
What is it?
Just checking on you, buddy. I haven't seen you all day.
I said to Lyra, I'm tired for some reason. The being dead really takes it out of you.
Am I able to insight check that through a door?
I'll give you disadvantage. But not normally. And a high DC, yeah. It's hard to tell, but you know, the door kind of blocks the sound, so it's hard to tell. You can't really read him.
You alright though? It's not like you to just leave Rain out here.
Yeah, she just needed some fresh air. Be with other people, you know.
Alright, fella. Well, if you need anything, I'll be downstairs.
Yeah, I know.
Have a good night, buddy. I'll just walk away.
Okay, so you walk away.
And I'll tell... I always forget who
Andrew?
fucking drives this damn thing.
Andrew.
Yeah, I'll tell Andrew to head for the fort once everybody's settled.
Okay.
I am settled with my alcohol.
Okay. Andrew nods. Alright, so to the force. Right, catch you tomorrow.
Make haste as well.
Okie dokie. And making haste to the fort, that'll probably only take a few hours, to be fair. Very not, yeah. It's just probably. It's 80 foot. 18 foot. I'll say you can get there in like 2 hours.
So what now? We're probably like what, late evening?
Mm-hmm. You get there for about 8, 9ish.
What's the general disrepair of the fort right now?
So, okay. 1 moment, please. As you fly over to the fort, you see the main hexagonal shape is still kind of intact. The kind of fence that is kind of here and here is mainly intact, but there is breaches in it. The market area is completely empty. The chapel is destroyed. The barracks is destroyed, but most of the outer wall is rebuilt.
You said most of the outer wall is rebuilt?
As in the actual forts. The actual fort. That is the fort bit, basically.
Okay.
So you've got a fort. Well, I'm giving you the fort.
Or well, we have a shell.
Well, no. That's what a fort is, though. Basically. You just need to add other bits to it. Okay, so, are you gonna fly in and stuff?
Yeah, we can fly in.
Okay. Okay. As you get closer, you do see that it's somewhat worse, somewhat better than you anticipated. You can see the damage up front close, but as you do come further down, you do see walking from behind part of the actual crenellation, a tall, mechanised walker that is now apparently on your side.
Well, I'll be damned. He did bring it back.
Who's that?
Kopek. I don't think you actually got to meet him. He was kind of scary. I totally expected him to just kind of like take it. Just take it.
Anton's just eyes glazed over in amazement of the creation.
Huh?
It's so pretty. I want
That's
to
tall.
tear it apart.
You know what? I give this to you as an early birthday present. It's not mine to give to you, but there you go. Go crazy. When is your birthday?
We can discuss that later.
Okay.
I wanna
Oh,
destroy this thing.
oh man. There's so much I need to discuss with you later. So yeah, go on ahead. Go just go nuts, you beautiful bastard, you.
Okay. So you set the ship down alongside the fort, and you begin to go inside.
Anton beeline for the giant walker.
Okay, you run towards it. As you get to the bottom of it, you look up. You don't see any particular way of getting inside it. You could try and climb up it if you wish.
Yep, totally.
Okay. Make me an athletics check.
Can we watch this happen? I just want to pause and watch this happen.
That was beautiful.
So you begin to climb it, and you're feeling kind of confident. So you just go at it until you get probably about halfway, which is still pretty high up, until you slip and fall, and you begin to plummet all the way to the bottom.
Any way I could like Indiana Jones this and like whip out of it? Or,
No, I'm afraid not.
That's fair.
Do I see this happen?
Hang on.
And how far of a fall is he? Is he about to be making?
Probably about 20 feet.
Oh, that's not the worst that could ever happen.
Probably more than that, but you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. 40 foot. Yeah, it's probably about 40 foot tall. Probably. Okay.
You okay, babe? You doing okay?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just gonna lay here a little bit.
I will. I'm gonna walk over.
Human.
I'm gonna walk over. You sure you're okay?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Okay. I'm gonna kneel down.
Gonna
gonna
feel
kneel
that in the
down.
morning.
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna kneel down and I'll be like, you should be totally glad I think you're worth this shit. And I'll risk the wild magic roll.
Oh god, no.
You don't have the book, do you, though?
I don't.
Fine. I walk over to him. Don't resist now.
Don't. Oh god.
And I just turn him into. Just let him go hawk for a little while.
So Anton, as you're lying there, just trying to, let your muscles kind of relax after the pain of falling, Loki walks up to you, puts his hand upon you, and just says, "Relax now. Don't resist." As you feel your form shift smaller and smaller and smaller, until you feel these feathers grow upon your arms. Your face shifts slightly. Your eyes move towards the side as your nose grows and then hardens into a beak. You're now a bird.
Ah!
Don't get used to it. Just get yourself up there.
Guess I'll take off.
Aww.
You've got an hour. Don't hurt yourself. And I walk off.
Oh, and you've given Lyra just such a gift because bird. I'm like, oh, you're such a cute bird. Whoops.
Okay. So, Anton, what are you doing, Bird Tom?
I am now Bird Ton.
Yeah.
I guess just like flying around the head, just trying to find a way in.
Okay, you fly up to the head, try and find a way in. There is what appears to be some kind of hatch on the top.
I'll just go up to the hatch and just start pecking at it.
You peck on the hatch, nothing happens. It is like a big valve. You need to kind of twist it. And in your bird form, you don't think you can do that.
I'll just kind of just sit there and wait for the hour.
You sure can. So what?
Loki had kind of made that up, figured out that math, so it's kind of taking a little bit of pleasure from the fact that he's going to have to sit there and wait for an hour.
Oh dear. Okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, so you sit there waiting for the spell to run out. What is Lyra doing at this moment?
I'm gonna go find James.
Okay. You get run back in the ship, and you see James walking down with a kind of bag that's packed, kind of smiling towards you.
Hey.
Hey.
So I thought this was gonna be a few days, but
It's not far. It's okay.
um,
It'll be fine. She nods.
so have you told anybody on the ship?
The only person that knows is Andrew.
Okay. Are you? I'm only asking this. It, before I ask this question, is anybody around?
Not currently. We're kind of just
Okay.
like,
I'm
yeah, no one's currently in earshot.
okay. I'll kind of pull her a little further to the side.
Mhm.
This is a me and you thing. Are you concerned about the father?
No.
Okay. Do you want me to contact the father?
No. No.
Okay.
I'm sure.
Okay.
I'm sure he'll contact at some point.
Okay. Um. So, do you want me to just tell the rest of the crew that you have decided to go administrative?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll get you set up in the fort. Just kind of look at the building and just kind of like, eh.
Yeah. I'm
We'll
sure.
get you set up.
I'm sure there's something. She kind of runs in and she leans in and hugs you. Uh, Thank you, Lyra.
If I haven't gotten something right in like 100-ish years of maturity, haven't gotten anything at all. We'll take care of this.
Thank you. And the two of you begin to walk into the fort.
Yep.
Okay.
If they get out on the top deck,
Yeah.
Loki will be there as well as Keggy.
Okay. So Loki and Keggy begin to walk in with the two of these as well.
And I'll pull Keggy. I'll let them go ahead and I'll take Keggy aside.
Mhm.
James is going to be going on administrative leave for a little while.
Very well. What
Um,
role will they be taking?
I think something relatively light. Maybe not a lot of combat related. Maybe they can just supervise construction.
Does they have any skills that would benefit with it?
We'll think of something, Keggy.
Very well. I trust your gut judgment.
Mm-hmm.
Are they all right?
Yes, they will be. They'll be just fine. Might take them a little bit, but I think everything will be okay.
James seems like they can look after himself. I'm sure they'll do really well here.
I think just a little change of scene is in order.
Did you not want to grab the gnomes from downstairs?
Oh, yeah. Let me go get them. And then I'll just run back upstairs and grab the Phoebus and Selden.
As you run down, you see Sarden just look up to you. Ah, yes! I was wondering when we were getting to the fort.
Yeah, we're here.
Ah, good.
It's not really a whole lot right now.
Well, I'm sure it's something.
Yeah. We're keeping somebody here at the fort for a little while.
Very nice.
Well, yeah. You guys have worked with James for a little bit.
I think so. Yes. Yeah. I think so.
So it'll be, we're trying to find sort of a role for him to fill, kind of feeling out a few options. But if you guys, need anything, they'll probably be your best. He'll probably be your best.
We'll speak to him.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, we'll be sure to get on back with our work. We'll need to finish packing all this up, actually. Phoebus, come on. And the two of them begin to pack all the tinkering stuff up and begin to drop it off at the fort.
And I will reach down and pet Tiddles for a second, and be like, ah.
You just see the little rabbit just look up to you. Its little ears perk up.
I'm gonna miss you.
It's just there like, It is the cutest little magical rabbit.
I'm gonna miss you so much, buddy. I am actually gonna run real quick and poke my head in Tarker's room, see where he's at.
Okay. Tarquin's just laying on his bed. You poke your head in, and he just looks over to you. He's like, "Hello. You right, Lyra?"
Yeah. How you doing?
Not too bad, to be honest. He kind of turns round, sits on the bed.
I'll run in and like cannonball onto the bed. So we have the fort, and we are at the fort. You can come with us, or you can stay here for a little while if you want.
Oh, fort. That sounds interesting.
I mean, you'll primarily be in charge of helping rebuild the fort and looking after James and Phoebus and Zelden.
I mean, I've been meaning to look for something actually for a while now. It does give me a chance to try and find it. Yes, that's.
Are you looking for a library?
No.
What are you looking for?
Oh, just a spell, but it's not important. Anyway,
Tarkers.
What?
What are you looking for?
Oh no, it's just a personal project. That's all. Hopefully you'll find out next time we meet. If I do stay here, he winks.
Dude, you don't wink at me. I wink at you.
Oh, Lyra. But no, if I do stay, I will. I'll work on a little project, and then hopefully it'll be finished when I see you next time.
Okay. And if you do stay, can you work on a project for me?
Sure. What do you need?
And I'll kind of like outline, like I'll pull out like a little piece of paper and be like, I am really not good at drawing, and I'll kind of like outline what I want for like a really not a big temple, but like a small-ish temple for LaRue, kind of next to where the old chapel for Bahamut was.
Sure. I can try and get this built. hopefully there's other people. I'm not exactly the strongest.
Well, yeah, I figured you'd be more like the brainy person that does it.
Oh, but yeah, I'll try and help as much as I can.
Because I mean, I'm not gonna try to like rebuild another church on top of an old church. That seems really bad juju.
I'm sure there's an appropriate place next door or somewhere.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And if they want to rebuild the Bahamut chapel, that's totally cool.
Right. So I'll see
It
what
makes
they.
sense.
I'll see what they want. But yes, I'll tell them about this.
Okay.
He leans in and
And
gives
then
you
I
a
will.
hug.
We've had fun, haven't we, Tarker?
We have. We've toppled an empire.
That's cool. Not a lot of people do that.
No. No. Well, it's been fun.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go rebuild a fort. And then I'm gonna go out and into the fort.
Okay. And as you pull up into the fort, at this time, most of your crew are kind of joining in with this effort, except for the essential. Um, the whole of you begin efforts into repairing the fort. And on that note, we will end tonight's session with Jeremy. So as you um, as you kind of are sat there on top of the walker in bird form, it takes about an hour, but you do eventually revert back to human. And when you do, you have your hands available to open the hatch to go inside if you wish.
Totally going to.
You open the hatch, and as you do, you see the kind of two seats where you would sit, the one driver, one gunner, and you see where the essentially steering wheel would be is nothing, but there is a piece of parchment that says, "This was mine. If I can't have it, no one can have it. Kopek."
That little shit!
I'm still gonna tear this thing apart.
About right.
I just like ball up the piece of paper and like throw it out of the hatch.
Can I make a perception check to see if I see that parchment go flying?
Sure. You do not see it. Okay. Thank you guys. That was a good session.
Wow. Some curveballs in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't
that
get
was...
quite as far as I would have thought. I thought you would have gone to the invitation, but that was interesting.
That's like first thing we're doing next session though, so
Yeah.
I just gotta
If
leave a little bit
Mitch
of an idea
allows us.
off. The names.
I mean, I'm kind of... Hopefully Lydia will be with us for the next session, so we can all go to Fancy Party.
True. That's a good point.
Yep, just gotta leave some money and a little bit of work with the gnomes, and then we'll be good to go.
Well then, thanks guys. That was awesome.